Damn. Let's see, do I have any coins to look at? This doesn't look bad. I don't know. Are you creating some sort of bull flag here? Doesn't look bad. What in tarnation? You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Jumanji. What in tarnation is going on here? I must have died. You'd get it if you've seen the movie, but if not, the new one with The Rock and oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Kevin Hart. It was his character. What in tarnation? Oh my gosh. Where's that guy that says 90,000 can't break? I can't wait. I mean, it's gonna suck, but when we finally break down, that guy's never gonna show up to the streams. Not that it matters. Welcome to the chat. Silver Days is in the house. We got Aloe. It's probably going to be a slow stream today. Obviously, it's bearish, so nothing's really changed. Obviously, on this live stream, we're just going to look at some coins. We're going to look at top performing coins, Axie Layer, Sandbox, XDC, random coins that are going up, and take a look at a couple more coins. And yeah, it's a dog meme. You mean like, is it an actual meme coin? Bro, did you put money in here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a rug pull. That's what it is. 100K before 80K in my opinion. I hope so. How's Filecoin looking, bro? Yo, hey, thanks for coming by. I figured it would be easier instead of making a video. Yeah, so I mean, Filecoin is... I mean, Filecoin is still bearish. Very bearish. On the, it's kind of hard to do TA on the Filecoin too because it does have it. They are constantly releasing circulation into the supply. So the Filecoin back when it came out and when it was at $160 isn't necessarily the same Filecoin as now. Okay, because back here the market cap capped out at 10 billion and the price was around $165, and now the market cap is a billion. So you can see that if it does go 10x from here, the market cap is going to double top, but the price is going to be $11 relative to what it was before, which was around $150. So again, when a coin does that, when it's fully diluting it, and clearly you can see based off the token unlock schedule, this thing is being diluted up until 2050. Whether it's still around or not, I have no idea. But just be careful with that. Now, in terms of TA goes, I mean, knowing that, I mean, you might have, like, the bull run target might be a 618 retracement. You can see that this entire consolidation period, you kept coming up to resistance and getting stuck, and eventually you broke down, made a lower low. So you came up once, twice, 3 times, got stuck, you made a lower low. Now, not using that wick, the same thing is in play right now, where you could come back up to this area of resistance, which technically you already did, but that was before you made a lower low, not using this wick. Bearish under $3.92, bullish over $8.71. You really need to get a break over this area. Once you do, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. If not, you're just going to keep breaking down. I don't know how low you're going to go. I guess you could say that you can come back down and refill this wick at 61 cents before you establish some sort of base, and we start moving up from there, or attempting to move up from there. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I hope that made sense, and thank you so much for coming by. No idea. Had no idea they made a coin. Yeah, well, it was a rug pull, so it was probably a good thing you didn't know. Yo, where's Triple T at? He probably made a whole bunch of money and he's like, I'm out. Can't believe Axie's doing so good. Yeah, it looks like it really looks like it's attempting to break out. Taking a look at Axie Infinity on the live stream, so it does look like the price is holding. As long as you could stay over $2.74, you're looking at a continuation and invalidating this downtrend, and $6.30, around $6.30 is going to be the next. Wait, is it 6.30? I can barely see. I guess it's $6. It's not 6.30, but $6 would be the next target on the upside. However, just keep in mind, I did say this on the last video, we are extremely overbought right now. So we are overbought with hitting macro resistance. It does typically mark some sort of top with a correction. So if we do have some sort of correction, 199, 165 needs to hold for any sort of continuation up. If it doesn't, you are going to come back down and probably make a lower low at that point. So just be careful with that. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Silver is at $97. Yo, let's go. I have so many silver coins. Time to sell it. No, I'm just joking. Imagine. Yeah, $125 is our target. I mean, I guess I'll make a video. Taking a look at silver on the live stream. So this thing just refuses to have a correction, which is good. Right now, our target is still live at around $125. That is the next macro area of resistance, and I think that's all-time highs. It is all-time highs. So all-time highs, $125 is in play right now. Keep in mind that if we have some sort of correction on the macro time frame, you do need to stay over $43 to $57. I know that's a really big retracement. I don't know if it's going to necessarily drop 50% overnight. But at any point, given the top is in, you're going to look at a long years of consolidation and a breakdown like we've had happen every single time. At that point, these areas need to hold. But so far, so good. Right now, $125 is still in play. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. XRP case was delayed. Welcome. Let's take a look at XRP for you because I know there's a couple more XRP people in here. There's a couple more XRP folks in here. Yeah, so for XRP, you are in macro support. Just keep in mind at any point if we do break $1.39, we are probably going to be, actually, I think we are in for a deeper correction at that point. XRP back down to 50 to 70 cents in the bear market. That doesn't mean we can't get bounces. I mean, obviously, even in the bear market, you have pretty good retracements and bounces, but ultimately, that's where I do think that we're going to bottom out at if we do break $1.39. And then as long as it stays over this area, then I do still put XRP at 650. Anything over that is just gravy on top. We'll have to take a look at it once we do break 650. No financial advice, just my opinion. I don't know if I actually clipped that, but oh well. Wow, 80%. 80% of the chat says, well, we only got 5 votes in, so never mind. Let's see, what else? Layer 0, what is this? This looks like it's having a nice move. Yeah, wow. Taking a look at layer 0 on the live stream, I mean, this thing had a massive move, but we do need to see some sort of continuation. Otherwise, it's just going to be a retracement. Keep in mind, you are extremely overbought, and you are in resistance right now on the macro time frame. So we have resistance at $1.84 to $2.40. You can see we're in resistance right now, and you are extremely overbought on the RSI. So if we do get some sort of correction and a cool off, it does need to stay over $1.84. As long as you can consolidate over this level, you are looking for a continuation, and at that point, the next target on the upside is going to be 371. Anything over that to the moon, previous high and all-time highs are going to be in play. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, wow. Look at this. What a monster move. Oh, I guess it's only 87%. That's actually pretty good. How's Dogelon looking? How is my Elon looking? Ouch. It's like, oh, it's 8K, it's 6K, it's 4K. Brutal. I think, yeah, they're getting delisted from OKX, and then they're also getting delisted from something else. I forget which one they're getting delisted from. Let's see. What Axie layers here? XDC. You know, we used to make videos on this. This actually did really good for the channel. Yeah. Yeah, damn. Taking a look at XDC network on the live stream. So unfortunately, you never came back up to resistance for any sort of follow through, and the selling just continued for XDC. Now we are technically in the smaller time frame area of support, so not macro support. But we did say that typically when we do break the 236382, which we did, we're still in this downtrend, and we do have support here at between 3 cents 10 and 4 cents 30. So we've already tagged support over here. So just keep that in mind. On the macro time frame, this area of support also does coincide with the 236382, just about, not exactly, but just about. So it really needs to stay over this. Otherwise, you are probably going to come back down, make lower lows and play. However, if we do get some sort of retracement, what you don't want to see is coming back up to 4 cents 80 to 6 cents, 5 cents 60 and getting stuck, because you're just validating this downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. So you're probably going to get some sort of retracement, and you're going to get sent back down to this area of support, probably making a lower low. You do need to see some sort of follow through here to invalidate this downtrend and start getting a breakout, and then we can start taking a look at the macro timeframes on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. We did actually hit extremely oversold, and now we're getting some sort of bounce. So it just depends on how high this price takes us. You don't want to come back up and the price actually making a lower high, which again will validate the 236382 area of resistance. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. I think that's all the videos we're going to make, right? Yeah, like 11, so like 16, 11, 10%. Ooh, the sandbox, actually. Yeah, this is the last one we're going to make. The sandbox. Yeah, it looks like it wants to break out. Hey, can we get an update on Litecoin? What's up, Abolisher? It's almost getting to that point, man. I really should pick up a bag right now. I'm just very greedy. I think that I'm hoping it goes lower, because if it goes lower, if we get some like one final flush and Bitcoin drops by a couple $1,000s, or if we hit if we hit 83,000 again, oh my gosh, like I think that would be the best opportune time to start a position with Litecoin. Yeah, we'll take a look at Litecoin. Give me 1 second. Taking a look at the sandbox on the live stream. So nothing's happened from our last update video. It looks like you are attempting to break this area of resistance. Keep in mind, this is resistance on the shorter time frame. Once we break this, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. As of right now, as long as 16 cents 50 holds, you're looking at 21 cents. And then from there, we'll have to look at on the macro time frame. But keep in mind, what we don't want to see is price getting rejected here at 16 cents 50, because technically, although you closed over it, you don't want to see the next candles spawn in as red and pushing the price back down to 14 cents. You do really need to stay over 16.50 for a continuation up. So we'll keep monitoring this. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Keep in mind the RSI is overbought, not necessarily overextended yet, so you might have another push up, but we are closing in on overbought, so just be careful. The price is up around 63% from the low, so just be aware of that before you try to start any position. No financial advice, just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Mateo, what's up? Can you check out Canton? Am I seeing a cup and handle? We could take a look at it. Let's look at Litecoin first. Yeah, I want to get Litecoin at like 60 bucks. If I can get Litecoin at $60, man, that's generational bottom right there. Taking a look at Litecoin on the live stream. So price is officially bearish. It is actually bearish under $70, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, as of right now, we kind of need to redraw everything because the price is macro bearish under $70. As of right now, the next area of support is $62, and then actually filling this wick at $58. Keep in mind that with Litecoin, we are closing in on being extremely oversold on the daily, okay? And every single time that happens, it does mark a bottom before we start moving back up. Here, it marked a bottom, and then the price went up 84%. Here, we marked a bottom, and the price went up 162%. Here we marked a bottom and the price went up 100%. Now, if you're trading it, you're making a killer. But if you're holding it, unfortunately, every single time you got smacked back down, even though Litecoin is in a 10-year uptrend, 8-year uptrend. So I'm getting kind of like, I'm going to play it a little bit greedy. I'm going to wait until price comes back down in to $58 to $62 before I start a position to trade. So the reason, my thought logic behind that is that one final flush is going to send the price down to that level before we actually put in a bottom and have some sort of reversal. The other thing that I wanted to show you is, we could be putting in a bottom now, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be overextended, but we could be putting in a bottom now. Another thing is the weekly RSI. So I'm hoping we actually get something like this where we do have a massive sell-off in a trigger, and a massive selling trigger that pushes the RSI to at least 30, which is oversold. But the last time we were down, I mean, we haven't came down to 30 since 2022. So maybe we get one final flush, and then that is going to push the price down into our box. And I'll get to see Litecoin between $50 and $62. And then that's when we're going to get extremely oversold. Now, for anybody new watching this, the reason why I like this coin is because obviously it's not a crap coin. But as far as technicals, like Bitcoin, it does generally mark a bottom when we do hit oversold on the weekly. So theoretically, these are generational bottoms that are forming, that have formed in the past for Litecoin. And you've actually maintained price action over those levels, meaning we actually never came back down to those levels once we actually recorded being extremely oversold on the weekly RSI. So that's my thought logic behind it. So we're not there yet. So if I can get in here, that would be like me getting in Litecoin back in 2022 at $30 and having the opportunity to sell at 286% profit. So that's pretty much it. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah, we're closing in on it. What's your price prediction for Litecoin? Definitely over $340. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Let me see. That's a tough one. I mean, you're probably looking at, yeah, that's the problem though. Like, you never broke out. So how am I supposed to give you an actual target? I guess not using that. Yeah, you never even broke 7. So maybe like $500 to $1,000 is my target. Can you check out Canton CC? Yeah, let's take a look at that really quick. Yeah, so yeah, so for Canton, you actually you actually held support. So on the macro time frame, you're actually respecting this area of support at between 11 and 1350, which is really important because typically when we do stay over here and we keep price action over this level, then you are looking at that next move up. And then it's easy for us to look at the next target on the upside, which in this case is going to be around 37 cents, which should be around a 160%, which isn't too crazy. This coin just came out too, so just be aware of that. But But yeah, this coin just came out November of last year. I don't like the tokenomics though, but it's fully diluted. Yeah, I guess there is no tokenomics because it's fully diluted. So you actually don't have to worry about, oh no, but you know what? It has a max supply of infinite. So yeah, I don't know what their minting strategy is, but just as long as you're aware of that, then you should be fine. You don't want them to like mint a whole bunch of coins and then sell on you. But right now, based on the technicals, as long as it stays over this box, which you have respected this area of support, then 37 is in play. At any point, if you do break this level, 7 cents to 8 cents is the next landing pad for Canton CC. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I don't know if I made a video on that, but whatever. Cup and handle. I mean, arguably. I mean, you could argue that. It really needs to get back up to 17 cents, and then you'll get that breakout. That would be sick. Gabriel says, have you heard of XCL? The channel, Awesome Austin, mentioned it a few months ago. I don't know. I have no idea who that is. Curious what your thoughts on this coin. XCL, you probably be careful, man. If you ever hear like YouTubers like shilling a coin, man, most likely they have it. And most likely they have a big stake in it. Is this the right coin? Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not a big, look at this chart. It's like 1.7 million at this point. This is no different than just buying something on Uniswap or Phantom Wallet. Yeah, you came back up to, hold on. You came back up to the 236382, you got rejected. You actually already had a 618 retracement. Price got rejected, you made a lower low. So as of right now, I'd say probably 2034, making a lower high, validating a downtrend forming, and then falling off the table. It is, I mean, good luck. It is a gamble play. I mean, this thing could go up like, yeah, I mean, it back up to its all-time high market cap is like a 17, 18x. So it's just a huge gamble play. It's like looking at Maneki. It's kind of, the same thing, right? What's the difference between Maneki and this coin? Oh yeah, like they both went down to zero basically. I guess Maneki's a 50x back up to its all-time high, but yeah, so just be careful. Be careful with this coin, obviously. Litecoin is churning into my champion coin. It might be what I go with this year. Yeah, so BTC Maxi and Litecoin. If there's any altcoin or other coin other than BTC that I'm buying, which the next time I'm buying BTC is at $70,000, even though that guy, the XRP guy, is probably going to disagree because it's impossible for Bitcoin to go to $70,000. But anyway, the next time I buy BTC is 0.002. But in the meantime, if BTC is going down, I'm definitely looking at getting into and starting a position with Litecoin. Because I feel like I know I feel very confident in the coin. I don't think it's going anywhere. Follow me. Oh, Silver Days, welcome. Or you've actually been here. I'm thinking about buying $500 worth of LTC. Yeah, I was thinking about buying $10 worth at around $50 to $62. So it's around the same price. But I'm gonna make a video like I did with my Bitcoin Maxi. I'm gonna make a video and exactly what I just said on the live stream. That's my explanation and the reason behind why I'm buying it. So I'm not going to become a millionaire with 10 Bitcoin, but I will make a couple $100. You're welcome, Mateo. You are welcome. Abolisher says that's like Gastown. It dumped, had a quick pump, and then dumped again. Oh, were you the one that asked for that, Gastown? Oh, wow. What the heck is this, man? Yeah, what is this, dude? Yeah, this thing was at like 3 cents. Now it's trading at 0.305. That's insane. What is this, anyway? Gastown. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, what's Gummy doing? Yeah, wow. Oh, what happened to the, like, Iran military cat? This is Bitcoin Bajan's cat, or Bitcoin Bajan's coin. Oh, no. Oh, no. Damn. I hope he took money out, man. He got a 5x, dude. I really hope he took some money out. Because every $1,000 he had in there is now worth $250. Damn. Is this Solana meme coin? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with BTC. This definitely looks like it's about to capitulate. I gotta wait until free lightning comes before I make the Bitcoin video. I guess if he doesn't come, wow, we've already been live for 32 minutes. Yeah, I guess if he doesn't come by like 6 o'clock, then I will just make the video. We got 12 votes in. Everybody get your votes in. Wow, we're 50-50 right now. 50-50. 50% of the chat thinks we are going to $70,000. The other 50% say no, it's a super cycle. We're actually going to go tag 139 to 148K. I hope so. I hope you guys are right. Oh, Vision made his nightly dose of Doge.
Okay, Richardson, the holidays are done.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
Good evening to the Dogecoin Moon Boys and the Dogecoin Moon Girls. Welcome to another nightly dose of Doge. Now, there's a lot developing behind the scenes right now. We pretty much say the same thing every single day, but there's a lot going on and I can't fit everything in one video. So the first thing we're going to address is the Russell 2000. There's a lot of propaganda going around that crypto will explode once the Russell continues to move higher. Even I said back here that we need the Russell to break out, and unfortunately it took too long. Because once we rolled over, Bitcoin broke every bull market support that there is. So now
Trigger so many people. It's like, oh my God, Bitcoin's not going to $20,000. JR Ford, let's go. Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Where there's absolutely nothing happening. Hey, 40, do you have Elon or no? I think it's getting, yeah, I gotta really look into this because I think Dogelon Mars delisting news. OKX, well, oh, OKX is one of them, and then there's another one too. Let's see. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with the price, guys. Dogelon Mars is being delisted in 2 phases. So they're delisting it on the 27th, which is on Tuesday. So I really want to see what happens. Am I going to hold or should I just sell it? Nah, it's probably going to go up. I don't know, actually. I'm just joking. I don't know. But yeah, it's being delisted on the 27th for the USD pair, and then the USDT pair is going to be delisted on the 30th. Damn. Wow. That's brutal. Forever and ever. Forever and evers. Ever and evers. Meow coin coming when? I'd buy it. Bro, I'm never gonna... Dude, if I ever make a coin, run for the hills. You do realize the only reason why anybody would be making a coin is to rug pull you, right? Like, you guys know that, right? If anybody in my seat is ever... Or anyone... That's funny. I guess I would say it a different way. If anyone, like that has a YouTube channel... makes their own coin and shows their own coin to their audience because they probably have like tons of viewers, you need to basically run for the hills because they're just they're literally using you as exit liquidity. And if you guys don't know what liquidity is, you really need to know what that word means if you're buying. I don't hold anything. I just have a little mog. Nice. Just waiting for the bottom like everyone else. Bitcoin needs to go ahead and chop and already get it over with. Yeah, so don't worry. You're going to get it. My prediction, as I predict it, my prediction is it's going to happen anytime from now until May 26th. So between now and May 26th, I put price of BTC around $70,000 or close to it. But I'm not going to say that in the video because if I do, nobody's going to watch it. So... I always have to give hope to everyone because it's like, hey, we could be in a super cycle and 139 to 148,000 could be in play. Which is technically true right now, but I just think we're still, even though ChatGPT told me that I'm prematurely calling a bear flag, I think I'm right. So I don't care what that AI says. Now, you would never do that to us. Bro, if I made a coin, that would be my only motivation is to get money, is to make money. Why else? Like, for what reason? What utility is it going to have? It's brutal, dude. People are making YouTube videos, how to rug pull meme coins every day. That's brutal. That's so bad. How do you predict the bounces? Like, if it goes to 70K, what would it bounce to? Like the same thing that we did here. So like so this entire setup is going to change. I guess I could show you. So like prior to the move to the high, that's where we get you break the 236382, which back here I called it in October. I was like, hey, the second it breaks here, we're done. Like, I think that I'm going to call it a bear market, which is why like the channel revenue and everything's gone down so much. Not only because it actually did capitulate, but because I nobody wants to hear that. I mean, you got that guy freaking out in here saying, "Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about because because I'm saying that Bitcoin's going to go down that low." But every single time we break this area, we do come back down to 236382 before we consolidate, form some sort of bear flag, in my opinion, to get people back in, which in this case is going to be the areas of resistance, which is here, the 382 at 95,000, which we already came back to and got stuck at. You see that? We got stuck at that, and then price got rejected at that point, and then on the shorter time frame, 103. Where did I get 103 from? Or was that like part of the moving averages? Give me a second. Oh, yeah, that's retesting the 236 as resistance. So that's where I got that from. Which does coincide with the 200-day moving average. Because at some point you do come back up and retest it. You can at some point based off of historical data, right? Yeah, you come back up, you retest it, which this is a perfect case of it, where you came back up and you retested the 200-day before you got that capitulation. And just keep in mind that the same thing, we're literally forming the same thing here. Man, it's so hard to explain, but I don't know. If you see it, you see it, right? You're literally forming the same thing here. I guess it can happen twice in a row, but that's where I get my points. So, to answer your question, Well, like, where do I think it's going to bounce? So my buy point is 0.002 BTC at 70K, which is, I know you guys are going to be like, I'm broke. It's only $140. But yeah, I'm not going to put in all my money when I think that it's going to go a lot lower than 70. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to at least be in the market. That's what dollar cost averaging is. So at that point, it would be resistance, probably 70K bouncing back up, actually using this previous area as resistance, which is support now flipped resistance, which at that point is going to be between, and given that, let's just say in a perfect world we do hit 70, I would say 80 to 87, which again is previous support flipped resistance. So you're going to get chop at that point, chop around, which doesn't necessarily have to happen before the next move down. Now, if I show you this, and if I go through it over and over again during every single bear market, I could literally do the same thing and the same thing happens. So I'm not just pulling my numbers out of thin air. But we have to wait until we get to that point because we don't know if it's actually going to hit 70K or if it's going to be like around there before you start putting in a bottom. Like here, we said 83,000, but you technically wicked under 83,000. You see how you wicked under 83,000, but then the price actually closed over. So the candle actually respected this area of resistance. Sorry, the candle actually respected this area of support, and we got some sort of bounce here, like a relief rally here, and the price actually never closed under here. Who knows? Next time might be a little bit different. You might actually close under and then actually spawn another red candle that immediately takes us to the next area of resistance. But anyway, we'll know between now and May 4th, in my opinion. JR Ford says that slow grind would kill the altcoins, meow. We need a flush down quick one. Yeah, I mean, this was brutal. Maybe the next one is going to be a quick flush down. Maybe 70,000 and then a week later it'll be at like 40,000. You just never know. Just saying May is a long time away to wait 70K. I think it'll come a lot quicker. All we need is metals and stock market to keep running. What's up, Smash Toshi? What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the 43-minute mark of the live stream. Just saying May is a long time. Yeah, but there's a reason why we said May. It doesn't necessarily have to be May. I'm just saying it's around 140 to 175 days away before we do get the flush. And the reason why is because we're using the Gaussian channel and we're using historical data. So again, I'm not just getting my data from thin air. Like, you know, I'm not rubbing the lamp and asking the genie where I'm getting my data from. I'm actually doing the work. So for the Gaussian channel, this thing doesn't lie. This thing doesn't lie. I love that. When we break into it, typically 140 days before you get that flush in the bottom, and you put in the bottom, then you break out. You use this as support. We kind of say this every single live stream, but I guess we got new viewers, so repetition is pretty good. You get the bull run. You break in 175 days before you start printing red, and before you get this massive correction. Now fast forward 175 days from breaking into the channel, and then you get that capitulation printing red. So we've already broken into the channel back in November of 2025. So worst case 175, it doesn't have to be 175 days, so I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, hey, let's just say it's 175 days. We have until May. But yeah, it could be a lot sooner. So we might be actually looking at the tail end of this before we put in some sort of bottom. Now, where we're going to bottom, I don't know. And is it going to be an extended bear market or not? These are all questions I have no idea, but we'll just keep monitoring it. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Oops. Oh, never mind. We're back. Yeah, we're going to the moon, guys. 140K. Let's go. check. Now let's see. Do you think Chainlink has a clean chart? Yeah, I think it's fine. I think like Chainlink is a pretty good coin. I mean, any coin that looks like this is doing pretty good compared to like any other crap coin. Like Chainlink is an extremely good coin. So yes, I think that Chainlink is performing very well. Now, if we're in a bear market, we're probably going to come back down and retest these lows. But that's, you know, that's up for debate. How low can we actually go? You know, are we going to go back down to $7 to $10? That's where I would have my buy orders in. Let's take a look at a couple of member coins. Beam. Dude, we were talking about the True Trill. There, we were literally talking about you. I was so happy. Bro, you called it. You literally called it. You said, if this goes, we even did the market cap and everything. Now, in your defense, I don't know if you were awake when that happened, but bro, this thing went even past the 22,000 that you were looking for. So you were looking for 22K, and you remember we were at 5 cents. So like, it was very, 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 very close, but yeah. So you were at 12K here. So even at, I don't know if like, I don't know how fast this wicked, right? I don't know if like, I don't know if this is some sort of weird glitch or something that it like that didn't allow you to get out, but you know, we were talking about you. So I hope you made it. Let me see what you wrote. I hope you got out. Hey man. USOR went to 70 mil and I saw $15,000 on it and didn't take it out. Oh man. No, you can't. I don't think you could set limit orders on Meteora. I don't know. I don't think you could set limits on like Phantom or anything like that. Yo, the True Chill. So what happened? Did you, cause your average, that's what this horizontal line is. Cause we were talking about you yesterday. So you're still up, right? Because you put in $2,000 and you were at like 12K. So like, did you sell at some point or are you still holding it? Because theoretically, if you're still holding it, I mean, you're not really up that much anymore, but can you look at Alien Base? Yeah, I can take a look at that. Give me a second. This is we got something else going on in the chat right now, so give me a second. I'm still holding. Oh shit. Okay. I'm still holding. I couldn't sell. It didn't let me sell when people were selling, but I could sell before it ran up, but I didn't. Damn. Oh man. Hey, it's okay. Don't feel bad. You're fine. You're fine. Because you're still up right now anyway. So as long as you didn't sell, as long as you're still holding it, which you say you are, technically you're still up. Don't feel bad. You know, it could have easily worked the other way around, where all of a sudden you got a whole bunch of listings, and you ended up going to $1, right? I know that's like very extreme, but I'm just trying to make you like, you know, I'm just trying to give you some hopium. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. At least the good thing is that your USCR is going up. So I was looking at USCR, and also silver is going up too. It's exploding right now. So, so obviously we've been looking at USCR for you. Thank you so much for the $2, by the way. So like we always say, we had support here at the 786618. So perfectly, you came perfectly down and you retested this area as support, which we basically draw every single time because it happens every single time for the most part. So if you're trading it, you're making a killer. Me, I'm not a trader, but I'm not a trader. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm not a trader. I'll never betray anybody. Yeah, so the problem with this is that you already had a retracement here at resistance. So again, this is where traders are going to be taking profits. Technically, you also came back up. So you're looking at consolidation in between support and resistance right now. You really need to see a break over 3 cents 70. If you don't, you're probably going to come back in for a deeper correction. It's probably going to send you back down to 1 cent. So I know you're up. I know you're up like a lot today on the day, if like 50%, which is huge. But just be careful. You might get a deeper correction. There might be a deeper correction in play right now. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then this guy wants Alien Base. What is that? Alien Base. It's a deck screener coin, I'm assuming. Right? What did you say? Alien Base. No. Wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Is this the right one? I think it's this one. Yeah, what do you want me to look at? Oh, okay. Yeah, you really need to get over 2 cents. If you don't, you're probably cooked. That's all I gotta say. I mean, this is clearly a gamble play. You know that. It is around 40x back up to its all-time high, which is going to be around a 120 million market cap. Has this ever been 120 million market cap? It has not. So it looks like they do have token unlocks in play. You can see that there's a discrepancy between the market cap and the fully diluted. So, I mean, I don't know if you're gambling or not. I mean, it seems like you are gambling on this, but prices get over as 2 cents. Otherwise, you're probably going to come back down for a deeper correction. So just be careful. Be careful with this coin. I got in at 0.009. Yeah. I out in 22 Thursday. I seen 15K off that coin. Yeah, I know. Oh, I already read that. I thought you typed it again. I'm up on silver. I know, we just looked at silver. I made a video on silver because I got a couple of subscribers on it. So we're going to try to tap into silver and gold. Try to like boost my subscriber base. Axie Infinity big pump coming. Yeah, so I already made a video on it. I'm not sad but I could have seen that money in USCR could have gone and USCR going up too. Yeah, we looked at that. Yeah, don't be sad. It's about to hit $100. What is? Alien Base? The True Chill for another 99 cents, man. Thank you so much for that. Bro, that's awesome. Thank you so much for super chatting. But I wish I would have felt a lot better if you took out that 15K. Do you think it's gonna go back up? Damn, man. You know, you said it though. You said next week I'm gonna sell, and unfortunately, it just happened like this week. Because if it was next week, and if you were in here and if you're like, hey, you know, you made 12K, you made 13K, it's time to sell, I think it would have been a little bit different. But of course, it happened like right now. It happened. You know, we just saw this. We just saw this 2 nights ago at 5 cents. So silver is going to my target for silver. I love silver is going to. No, I have no idea, but my target for silver is $125. That's the all-time high target for silver in my opinion, around 125. The coin was going up when we was live. After you went off live and went higher around 9 p.m. It went to 70 million. I'm still waiting for B3 to do something, bro. Bro, you didn't buy B3. That's like they came out and then they're like just releasing tokens on everyone. Look at this. You see that? 26 million market cap, 82 million fully diluted. Oh my gosh, I think I made a video on it too. Hold on, let me check my channel. I think, see, like, oh man, it hurts. Give me a second, let me see. Let me see what I said about B3 when it first released. When it released, February 2015. Hey guys, it's Cryptomeo Analysis coming at you. I didn't like my own video. What the heck? Let's see what I had to say about B3 11 months ago. Update video on B3. So, now the Coinbase coin, be careful. This coin did actually end up going up, which is crazy because I would have never expected that. Some Coinbase coins do go up. So when they get released. So B3, next area of support for B3 is 207. Now, given that it has bottomed right now, just keep in mind that if we do have some sort of reversal, we do have resistance between the 23632. So keep in mind that we can come back up and still get rejected and come down. So just be careful with that. If this does break though, and we stay over it, then the previous high is next, and then all-time highs would be next. With that being said, none of this is... Hold on, I know I said something about... Let's see. Hey guys, it's Cryptomeo Analysis coming at you with a new video on B3. So first and foremost, it's a Coinbase coin. Like I always say, be careful with these. I gotta put on the subtitles. Hey guys, it's Cryptomeo Analysis coming at you with a new video on B3. So first and foremost, it's a Coinbase coin. Like I always say, be careful with these coins. Coinbase likes to list coins with very low market caps, and the fully diluted is huge. Yeah, so the circulation supply a year ago was 19 billion. Now it's 31 billion. Oh man. But this is why we talk about this stuff, because you need to know before you put these coins in for the next 4 years and the price goes down. So just be careful with this coin, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's barely any, this coin just came out yesterday, so we can take a look at it. Yeah, we can take a look at it on the hourly, I would say. So on the hourly, very simple and very, very direct. Yeah, so as long as it stays over 1 cent 17 to 1 cent 40, so as long as it stays over this box, then I would say at this point, what, the 2316? 21618. Yeah, so we broke 1 cent 40, which is the 1618. Did we ever hit 2 cents 80 on B3? No, we never. Oh wait, where is it at? B3. Where's our chart? I mean, it's probably gone now, but yeah, did we ever hit? Yeah, we never actually ended up breaking out. I would say 2 cents 80 is in play, and then all the way up to 5 cents 50. These are all areas of resistance, and that's if we actually manage to stay over this box. If we don't, then I'd say the top is in, and we're probably in for a giant capitulation down. So look at that. 2 zeros 19. What is it at right now? 3 zeros 8. Oh, man. I know that sounds very bearish, especially for a coin. Nobody wanted to hear that. Let me see, man, I got to look at all the other B3 videos I had, because people were like, I want to read some comments, but I'm going to read the chat right now. We were like, oh, what are you talking about? You have no idea what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I look at this. Exactly what we said. It's like, it's horrible, man. It actually is. Freaking brutal. Anyway, I didn't mean to discourage you, because I know you said you're obviously still in B3. But at least you're not in Vara. At least you're not in this coin. Because this coin came out at 17 cents and it's like a tenth of a penny. So this is the Altcoin. Silver is about to hit 100. I said 125. We're not off. Meow, what isn't a gamble play? Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't a gamble play. We know that it goes up every single cycle. We know it respects the 4-year cycle. The liquidity is up in USOR and the holders. It's not rug. The money's still there. That's the first run up. It's 2 more. Bad garbage market. Small companies not even going up. Crypto not going up. Yeah. Yep. It's just all bearish. It's just all bearish news. Forever and ever. Oh no. Eyeing up for another run, looking for 3 cents, 4 cents. Perpetual protocol. Is that what you're talking about? Perpetual protocol. Oh my gosh, bro! Like what? Oh, you're like trying to catch a squeeze or something, right? Yo, that's pretty. Are they getting delisted? Like, what is going on? This is gonna be like most coins, you know. Oh, 2025 years. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the. Thank you for all the trading fees that you guys gave us. Oh, by the way, we're going to look out for your best interest. We're delisting the coin. It's comical. Yeah, what? So you're saying eyeing perpetual for another run, looking at about 3 cents. So you're going to be buying this at 3, but where are you getting your support? Yeah, so you landed on support here. Now you're breaking down. Let me see. Yeah, I guess 3 cents 60. What did you say? Yeah. It's that your. That's funny. It squeezed 3x in a day. You just have to zoom out a bit. I'm getting my support from my brain damage. Dude, hey, good luck. I mean, if there's any time to buy it, it would be now, given that, like, is it getting delisted on anything? Is there a reason why it's going to 0 right now? Is there a reason why it's down 37% on the week? Let me do the research for you. Oh, yeah, Binance is November 12th, it got delisted. But yeah, it got delisted from Binance. Yeah, I got delisted from Binance, but what's crazy is that how does that make sense that this coin came out and then it got listed on Binance and then it got delisted on Binance with the price being at this all-time low? Like, that means that they were given a whole bunch of coins and they just dumped on their community and took all the liquidity out. Yeah, it got delisted on November. So why is it going down even more? Let me see. Let me do some more research. 2 days ago, Binance completes... Oh. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, Binance completes perpetual delisting. The exchange removed all trading services and pairing. This triggered a significant price decline. Yeah, so apparently they didn't remove all the different pairings until 2 days ago. So that's why. That makes sense though, right? Like, I create Meow Coin. I have $1,000 of Meow Coin. The price is sitting at $1, okay? And then I give 900 coins to Binance, and I keep 100 coins. And then Binance sells these coins for like $5, and then they're like, oh, hey, like, we're delisting it. Sorry, and that like tanks the... I don't even know how it works. How does that even work? What a scam. Dude, this is just a giant farm. This is actually a giant farm. Anyways, when is it gonna hit 70,000 so I can buy? What time is it? Almost 6. Let's go. Let's look at silver for our triple T. Yeah, 125. 125. Look at how bullish this is. Wow. Yeah, I think we've been live for about an hour and 5 minutes now, so I put in my hour. It's very bearish, so nothing very exciting. No reason to stay on. But anyway, thank you so much for coming by. I think we're going to call it here. So thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. Happy Friday. We will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day, and I'll hope to see everybody in tomorrow's